guys, it's Trish back with another video. Today we're going to make some super fun holiday earrings using these adorable charms from Dress It Up Buttons and this gorgeous Santa Claus strand from Jesse James Beads. It is super over the top and I just love it. So what I'm thinking, guys, is I'm going to attach some jump rings to Santa. Okay, first we're going to do that and add our little charms onto the jump rings and then close that. And we'll do the other one here. Open that up and attach that as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to use some soft flex here. I have some beautiful soft flex. This is the garnet color. Super pretty. I think it'll go just wonderfully. So I'm just going to trim this strand so we can start using it. Trim the end of it. Ooh. And then we'll take that off of its strand. I'm just going to I'm not going to keep it in the order it was, so I'm just going to kind of keep it together there. And I'm just going to open up my soft flex, and I'm not going to cut anything off of the roll. I'm just going to bead right onto it. And this is a trick I like to do because I don't want to waste any of my precious soft flex. So I bead right onto the roll, and then you can cut it whenever you're ready. I'm just going to set our Santas back here. Well, actually, no. Let's put him on first in the middle. And I'm going to make sure my jump ring's closed here. You just definitely want that when you're putting it onto beading wire. So I'm going to put Santa on one side, and I'm going to start adding beads. So I think I'm going to start with, I don't know if I want to put the belt one on there or not. Let's do one of the blocks. And then maybe a rondelle. And then a beautiful cut glass bead. And then maybe this spacer. And I want to use this. Put that on. See how we're doing here. Okay. So we could probably put a boho on top and really just ride it into the sunset, you know? So there we go. So now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take my soft flex and cut it off of my strand. I'm going to figure out how much I want for play there. And I'm going to trim that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to thread this one end back up through all the beads. Okay. Yeah, the other end that has Santa on it. Okay. And I'm just going to thread that back up through all the beads. Slowly take your time. Okay. Whoop. You could put a spring on your end while you're doing this just to make sure your other end doesn't fall off. But I'm just going to do it this way. If you'd feel more comfortable, certainly use a spring. Okay, let me get that to come out of the middle hole. There we go. And now I'm just going to kind of pull my strands so they're even, more even, I guess. So I'm going to work this one back down. I'll just move my beads up and just find that longer wire and give it a tug. So now once you have your string fed back through your wire, your beading wire, you're going to make sure that's the order you want. Everything is neat and cute. Then we're going to take a crimp. Let me grab my gold crimps here. Not run over my dog. There we go. Okay, and you have your crimp, and you're going to need your crimp pliers to do this. We're going to take our crimp and put it over both of those wires. I'm going to actually cut this because that way it'll be even easier to get it. If it's even, it'll be easier to go into your crimp. Okay, so I'm going to feed that crimp in there. So I'm going to feed one of these wires back down through the crimp, and I'm going to pull that to make a loop. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to pull on this other strand to make sure everything is tightened up. And where I want it, I want the crimp to be close down to the bead. So we're just going to work it back and forth until we get everything to the size and in the location that we want it. So I'm going to make that loop a little bit smaller because I like my loops on top to be a little smaller than that. So I'm just going to pull this wire and make sure my crimp is where I want it. Everything's spaced out nicely. I'm just going to push that crimp down just a hair. And then all you have to do is get out your crimp pliers and crimp it. Just like so. Okay? So do your crimp, and then you can just cut off your remaining soft flex. Because now you're crimped, you're secure. And there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the other one, and then I'll be right back. So here are our finished earrings. I just love the way that they came out. Santa is just adorable. And this is just a quick and easy way to use your soft flex to hook things on the bottom simply without crimping. And then you can just crimp her right at the top, and you've got a really cute pair of earrings. I can't wait to wear these ones, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.